We're recording.
Okay, this is Michael Crouch, COMM 3325, how-to speech. If you could show the audience. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and cameraman makes 5 people. So today I'm going to be talking about how to make fruit curds. Now, fruit curds are a dessert spread made with a citrus fruit like lemons, but you could also use limes or oranges or even things like blueberries or raspberries. I will say that the sweeter whatever you're using is, the less it's going to work, so it's best to use something that's kind of tart, like a lemon or a lime or an orange, but be careful of sweet oranges. Now, these became really popular in the 18th and 19th centuries in Britain when they were eaten at tea time with scones and breads and crumpets and such. They are similar to pie fillings or custards in that they're used to fill cakes or pastries or tarts, but they differ because they use a higher proportion of zest and juice to make them more intensely flavored. Also, you would usually not eat these just by themselves like you would a custard. So you each have a little handout that has the recipe, the tools and equipment, some tips and tricks. And I'm just going to go through some of the equipment that you'll be using. Obviously, bowls, a whisk. One things that I wanted to just highlight is the importance of a good zester, because you only want to get the yellow outside part. If you start getting this white pithy part, that's bitter. You don't want that. You only want the yellow part, so a fine grater is really what you need so that you can only get the nice yellow zest, which holds the essential oils that give the lemon zest its bright, zingy flavor. So, to start out with our recipe, you're going to need 5 egg yolks and 2 whole eggs for a total of 7 egg yolks and 2 egg whites. And I like these to be at room temperature so that everything is cooking at the same temperature. The only thing that you want to leave cold is your butter. And I'll explain that why in a little while. So we're going to combine our eggs, our lemon zest, and our lemon juice. Again, you can find your quantities, your measurements, your conversions all on that recipe page. And our sugar. Now, sugar is very important. You don't want salt in this because it's supposed to be a dessert spread. My grandmother made that mistake one year and accidentally substituted salt for sugar in her entire recipe. So we're just going to get this right on our double boiler, and we're going to go ahead and break up these egg yolks. Now, the reason we use a double boiler is because we want an indirect cooking method. We don't want to go crazy with the cooking, otherwise you're going to end up with lemon-flavored scrambled eggs, which is not as delicious as it sounds. So you just want to gently whisk it, ensuring that all of your egg yolks are broken up, and then gently whisk it for about 5 minutes. If you see it start whitening, like it looks like scrambled eggs, you want to hold off. So temperature is very important in this recipe, as you can see, because the butter is to be left cold. Now there you go. What that does is when we take it off of the heat, it is going to stop the cooking of the eggs, which is what we want, because again, we don't want flavored scrambled eggs, because as delicious as that sounds, it's not really great. So we've done that. The double boiler method is actually a method of cooking called tempering, because you're slowly bringing up the temperature of whatever it is you're cooking by indirect means. As you can see, this is becoming kind of a thick, or you probably can't see if you want to just stand. You can see that these eggs are becoming kind of thick, gloopy consistency, which is exactly what we want. It means that they're cooking, but they're not scrambling completely. They're just getting a little bit thicker as it cooks, which is, again, exactly what we want.
Exactly.
Exactly. So, normally I would cook these a little bit slower, but because I'm on a time crunch for my presentation, I'm going to go ahead and take them off the boiling water now. Being very careful. I'm just going to place them kind of under. Can somebody grab the napkins? just tear off a piece and put it there under the bowl for me? Thank you. Okay. So now what we can do is go ahead and get our chopped cold butter, directly in. The reason we chop it is because it increases the surface area of the butter, allowing it to affect more of the curd at one time. Because again, we want to completely stop the cooking of the eggs. And we just want to stir that in until, again, it reaches this kind of thick, gloopy consistency and the butter is completely melted. Because that is going to make it this nice, smooth, spreadable curd that we can put on a piece of toast or whatever. You're hungry?
No, I'm fancy something sweet dessert.
I have used this recipe to make a filling for cupcakes. I've also used it on toast, and it's pretty good at breakfast time. I was telling Katie that sometimes I'll make these overnight oats where you mix yogurt, milk, oats, and some of this lemon curd in a bowl, and then you put it in like a canister in the fridge overnight. And overnight, the liquid from the milk and yogurt gets into the oats and makes them edible. And in the morning, you have this really nice, zingy, lemony, yogurty oatmeal thing to eat. And it's super yummy and filling. So now my butter's melted. I'm going to use this fine mesh you've gotten me into. Boom. And I'm just going to strain out the bits of egg that might have cooked to a point that we don't want that, and the zest, because you really don't want to eat lemon zest like raw. And we're just going to run this through the fine mesh strainer. You can just kind of push it around with a spatula. And in the bottom bowl, you're going to be left with the nice, see how much the eggs cooked too much, but that's fine. And where you're left with the cooked egg and the lemon zest. And then you have the nice, smooth lemon curd. Now this, you would put into a jar and then chill until it thickens up just a little bit. And then, like I said, you can store it in the fridge in a jar up to 5 days. After that, it gets kind of dicey. Then you can eat it for breakfast, or a piece of toast, and a cupcake, whatever you like. So why don't you try?
I want to try.
Okay, so just take a spoon and dig it in. Pass it around. Again, this stuff hasn't quite thickened up yet, but once it does, it'll be just.
So what was the temperature?
I put it on a low simmer.
Oh, good.
And that one's for Chris.
I'm actually going to pass. I'm a little bit under the weather, and I don't want to chance any of that to any of y'all.
Lemon's good for colds.
Thank you. So are the horse pills my doctor gave me.
Okay.
Do you want me to keep recording? Or?
No. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Great. Well, then if you could just fill out your
This is beautiful.
review sheets, and those recipe cards are yours to take home. Thank you,
All right.
Chris.